told you to tell you I was executive director. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I am so excited that you're here today. This event has just grown from year to year, and I'm happy to announce that next year I think we're going to be in an even larger space. And it just means a lot to me that people come and they come back. I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm so thankful for you coming and helping us salute the governor and his education team, and the amazing Katie Campos. I've gotten to know more about Katie through this process, and I think she's a rock star. So soon, I will be introducing our featured speaker, Stephen Brill, author of Class Warfare, Inside the Fight to Fix America's Schools, or in Tom Brokaw's words, the man who has done a brilliant job of taking us through the complexities that define the struggle, call it the fight, to get American education right. So getting American education right, and I think you've heard this a lot today, and for teaching matters means focusing first and foremost on effective teaching. You're probably getting tired of hearing that, but it's really true. Teachers are the critical center, and every teacher we support touches hundreds of children. So it's a really impactful place to start, helping education is with a teacher. The research on this is incredibly clear. In our schools, the teacher is the single most important factor. And in fact, there is an amazing study that was done on Texas schools where they looked at the impact of 3 consecutive effective teachers. 3 consecutive effective teachers can have permanent learning gains and actually affect kids' lifetime learning. On the other hand, if you have 3 ineffective teachers in a row, especially as a struggling student, you really can't recover from that. The stakes are so high. So what do teachers need to be effective? Everyone has a view on this. I'm just going to tell you mine. I think you need school leadership that is dedicated obsessively to helping teachers reach their full potential in the classroom. You need a strong, rich, and common curriculum, and you need constant opportunities for feedback and collaboration with other teachers. So in other words, you need a culture that prioritizes great teaching above everything else. So Teaching Matters, as you've heard, is involved in promoting such cultures with schools and helping them craft those. We partner with schools to identify the common vision of what effective teaching needs to look like, and I'm happy to say that I'm very glad that there is now a standard, because for too long, we've had to make this up. And so, again, thank you, Governor Cuomo. We then use our collaborative teaching model. We have deep relationships with New York City principals because they really are the key, second to teaching. And we have a command over technology and data gathering, which is helping to turn this vision into reality and keep us honest. So I'll give you a quick example. We have a program that is an emerging program now called Teaching for Impact. It's built off of other models that we have that have been successful. Schools are using it to teach students with different learning abilities, to better manage classrooms, implement more effective teaching strategies, and accelerate learning. And we have seen results. We have found in our work, and just this year we got results in which our writing ability of our students went 3 times higher than our comparison schools. So we set the bar high. At a time when people weren't even teaching writing, we set the bar high and we surpassed it. I want to underscore something I think is very important. Our commitment is to schools that prioritize great teaching. Rather than an individual hero teacher, I think that's really an important distinction for you to understand about Teaching Matters. Sort of with the help of Hollywood, I think there's this sort of rescue fantasy that now pervades the land. It's the hero teacher that swoops in to save the day. Frankly, I think it got me into education. I watched those movies myself. I thought I'd be the hero. And that uniquely talented, sort of inexhaustibly passionate teacher, leaps tall buildings and troubled schools in single bounds. But the reality is, and I learned this when I got into the classroom myself, is that it's good entertainment. It is not a formula for substantive change. And I want to make it clear, it's not that we don't value exceptionalism. It's just that heroes arrive in limited editions. And more to the point, I just think turning around to public school education is a marathon, not a 200-meter sprint. And that schools have to be reorganized to foster and not forestall effective teaching. Teachers have to be valued and viewed as professionals, and on the other hand, they have to be held accountable for student success. And this takes time. But the thing that's really exciting is this transition is now truly underway. And great teaching and successful learning, I think, are within the reach now of every school leader that is truly committed. So Steve Brill refers to this as putting the American dream back into America's classrooms. And it's just for him, I actually borrowed that marathon metaphor, which, by the way, I'm going to keep using. I, like him, agree very much that we know it's a marathon, but we do have to applaud the sprinters. And there are some sprinters in our audience today, Eva Moskowitz, the Dave Levins, the Jeffrey Kennedys of the world. They require plenty of room to run. And I think you should give him applause. But I think Eva would admit you cannot rely on sprinters alone. The story of how urban public education is going to be turned around is going to take a long haul, and we're going to need to list every teacher to run this race effectively. This is hard work. It takes commitment, creativity, but with exceptional partners like Donalda, we are already succeeding. And she's not the only one. I know I pulled out one, but there are others in this room. Let me just point out to you, Rose Kerr, if you please stand. She's principal of Staten Island School of Civic Leadership. Rose Kerr won the award, the Elizabeth Rowan Prize, for schools where teaching matters. She is raising results, and she is raising teacher professionalism in that building. She's doing both. Our public schools are staffed by amazing educators and committed professionals. I would really like to take you into some. So I would like you to call me. Seriously, call me. I will give you my cell phone number. If you want to go see a school that is making a difference, a public school that is run by a good, strong principal where teachers are really trying to make a difference, come see the work. It is not perfect. It's a work in progress. But I would love to take you into one of these schools. Great teachers, effective teachers have to be valued. They are truly the treasures of this nation. And the conversation around teaching has gotten truly poisonous in the last few years, but it needs to change. The charge that we have, that they have, is greater than transferring knowledge. Effective teachers shape lives, and through those lives, they really influence the course of our city, they impact our economy, they are some of the most important people that we have in New York. So support us in supporting them, and participate. Call me if you're so inclined, write a check. But together, I think we really can do this hard work. And I just want to thank everybody here for coming back year after year and supporting the work of Teaching Matters. So thank you. So with this, I have the next pleasure to welcome Steve Brill. I have the honor of introducing him. Steve Brill is not only our celebrated author today, but he is a writer for the New Yorker, New York Times. He's written for Time Magazine. He is the author of the infamous Rubber Room articles, and he is the CEO of Press Plus. So thank you.